Well, it seems we have some breaking news that is sure to shock everybody watching. Donald Trump, 45th and 47th President of the United States, believe it or not, is confirmed to be in the Epstein files. I know, right? Him? He just seems so honest and not creepy. I can't believe that this is true. On a serious note, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that back in May, the Department of Justice let him know that his name did indeed appear in the Epstein files multiple times. We also know that according to Dick Durbin, the FBI was told to flag Epstein files that mentioned Donald Trump's name. Reporting from the Daily Beast also says Epstein's victim named Donald Trump twice in a lawsuit, and Trump himself let it slip that he was indeed in the Epstein files. Listen carefully.
So I would imagine if they were run by Chris Wray and they were run by Comey, and because it was actually even before that administration, right, they've been running these files. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me.
Yeah. So the question is, how will Donald Trump's supporters react to this very surprising news? Because they did not believe the story from the Wall Street Journal last week when they said that Donald Trump had signed a birthday message to Jeffrey Epstein for his 50th. That was extremely creepy. He drew a picture of a naked woman and signed his name to be pubic hairs. He came out and said that, he doesn't draw pictures. Well, multiple pictures came out that he had drawn before. On top of that, there were other individuals that said it couldn't be Trump because he used the word enigma, when in actuality there's videos of Trump saying the word enigma. He also said it in books. So they didn't believe that, even though it was obvious that it was Donald Trump. So will they believe this? And I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But if you're a Republican who is wondering why Donald Trump all of a sudden refuses to release the Epstein files, you've got to wonder, is there something to this? Is the Wall Street Journal just making this up out of thin air? Or is it true that the guy who was besties with Epstein doesn't want to release the files because he was in them? Makes you wonder, right? Now, the more that he delays the release of the files for obvious reasons, the more creepy footage we get about Donald Trump. There's footage that was released of him judging teens for a beauty pageant, which I think is just inherently creepy. There's also a clip from Howard Stern's show where he says that he doesn't have an age limit.
What is the best thing about being Donald Trump right now?
Well, other than the fact I'm married, okay?
Right.
And I'm very happily married. I have a great wife. But if I weren't married, I'd be able to get all of the girls I want, except for possibly Robin.
Do you think you could now be banging 24-year-olds?
Oh, absolutely. I have no trouble.
Would you do it?
I have no problem.
Yeah, do you have an age limit, or would you...
No, I have no age. I mean, I have an age... I don't want to be like
upper bracket,
Foley with, 12-year-olds.
On top of that, he also rode on the Lolita Express at least 7 times. He had sex with Melania on the Lolita Express. His name was circled in Epstein's black book. And all signs point to Donald Trump potentially being culpable of wrongdoing, which warrants an investigation that he desperately does not want to happen because reasons, right? We don't know why. We have no idea. We can only speculate. But it doesn't look good, hence why he doesn't want the information to get out. So, yeah. As we all know, the House is going on an early recess to make sure that there is no vote on the Epstein files. Although if you ask Mike Johnson about this, he'll say, no, we're not going on recess to avoid the Epstein files. We're going on recess to avoid Democrats showboating. Like, that's not his words, but listen to how he justifies his decision.
Yesterday, some of you may have seen a false headline in the New York Times, and the headline was terribly misleading. It said House Republicans are, quote, adjourning until September to avoid a vote on releasing the Epstein materials. I just want you to know, and everybody here knows, that's an outright lie. It's not true. No one in Congress is blocking Epstein documents. No one in Congress is doing that. What we're doing here, Republicans, are preventing Democrats from making a mockery of the Rules Committee process because we refuse to engage in their political charade.
Very, very convincing. So, yeah, I don't have much to say. I've talked about this at length, and it just seems like he's not going to release this, or he's going to put out limited information that's not going to give us specific details about Epstein's client list because, well, as the Wall Street Journal now confirms, he is indeed in Epstein's files. I'm I'm shocked right now. I know you all are shocked too, but yeah, do with this information what you will, as unsurprising as it is.
Tremendous, 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 tremendous.